Well, it's been a fruitful afternoon para sa prosecution na talagang pagpapatunay lang. Parati po namin sinasabi, if the trial can be more orderly at talagang may papayagan, mapahintulutan, mapresenta po yung mga witnesses na hindi at wala munang paulit-ulit na repetitive na mga objections, ay talagang mailalat po natin ang ating kaso. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa mga senador, lalong-lalo po sa ating Senate President Enrile sa pagkakaroon po ng isang proseso na mas kinikilingan yung pagpipresenta ng ating mga testigo nang walang paulit-ulit na interruptions para mailabas lahat. Anyway, malinaw naman yung naging ruling kanina na binibigyan naman ng opportunity for cross-examination which para sa amin mas makakapagpabilis talaga ng ating kaso. Kung ang araw po na ito ay maging halimbawa para pa sa mga susunod pong mga araw, ay pakiramdam namin na ay talagang mapapaiksi natin ang ating presentasyon po pagdating dito sa ating mga ebidensya. We can only be always given that opportunity to present our evidence, of course without setting aside the due process rights of the respondent. We can have a much quicker and faster process. We'd also like to welcome our Chief Prosecutor, Congressman Niel Tupas. Sige. We'll ask for a few words from Junjun. Tapos na actually. Talagang introduction mo lang yun para makaupo ko na.
Questions na lang. We'll start first question please. Who would like to ask the first question? Don't be shy.
Ganun ba kaganda yung presentasyon ng evidence? Hindi naman. Sige.
Siguro statement muna. No? We thank the impeachment tribunal through the Senate President yung liberality on the presentation of the witness kanina. Kaya smooth yung presentation. And we hope na kung everyday magkaroon tayo ng 3 witnesses on average, mapapabilis yung ating trial. We assured the Senate Tribunal na yung prosecution will make sure that we will present a very strong, solid case within a reasonable period of time. Kaya yung manifestation namin na 92 witnesses ay dapat hindi mag-worry rin yung Senate and at the same time yung public kasi hindi lahat yung representa namin. So kung magkakaroon tayo ng 3 witnesses on average a day, that would really help facilitate itong proseso natin ng trial. At the soonest we conclude with this case, the better for our country.
Clarification lang po dun sa kanina. Clarification po sa kanina, yung sa discount on sa Bellagio. Kasi ang nagtanong si Senator Coco Pimentel. Tapos ang sagot po ng prosecution lawyer, we were informed by the witness, a witness. Sino po yung tinutukoy niyang witness? Yung Giovanni naman. Tama po ba yung Tama po ba yun?
Yes, yung witness mismo. Pero kasi di ba
ang nagsabi kay Atty. Perez, tama po yung
si Giovanni, yes. Pero with respect doon naman with respect doon sa discount kasi, meron kanina sinabi ni Giovanni, ng witness, na sinabi niya na merong marketing sila. And pinapasubpina rin namin. We already requested kanina, for subpina. Kaya baka malamang siguro presenter namin yan. Para malaman lang yung pricing, yung exact pricing, yung discount.
So, sino yung mag-testify sa gano'ng kalaking list ng narakuha ng mga corona? Kasi hindi tinastify yung Giovanni ng kanina.
Correct, no? Hindi tinastify kasi si Giovanni hindi siya competent. Hindi siya competent. At sinabi niya yung sa marketing department. Nagsabi siya ng pangalan, yung pangalan na yun, pinapasubpina namin. And within the week, ipapresent namin.
siguro linawin din natin, no, kung we finished already with the real estate developers. Pinag-usapan na po natin kanina, yung meron na lang po ata tayo for tomorrow yung sa columns, yun hindi pa natin napipresenta na patungkol sa sales. Pero I think malinaw dito that we've been able to establish, no, yung kanina kasi patuloy yung cross-examination doon sa taga-Ayala Land na parang gusto nilang patunayan na wala namang testimonya ito o alam pagdating doon sa SALN. Pero linawin po natin, no, yung tinestify. Para sa amin, this afternoon completely reveals the pattern of dishonesty on the part of the Chief Justice pagdating sa kanyang SALN. Malinaw po na yung Bonifacio Ridge na tinestify po ng ating huling testigo, ang sinabi niya ay nagkaroon po ito ng full payment as of at least almost full payment April of 2004 except for VAT. In fact, by January 2005, tapos na po ito. Pero hindi ito lumabas. Ang titulo ng lupa lumipat sa kanila, sa kanyang kay Cristina 2005. Wala po ito under oath ni Chief Justice in 2005 sa SALN niya. Wala rin under oath in 2006. Again, in 2007, 08, 09. So for 5 years, the Chief Justice, pwede po yung isa, dalawa, pwede pa po natin sabihin. Pero yung 5 taon na hindi po niya ito dineclare under oath, clearly shows a pattern of trying to hide that asset. Nilabas na po lang niya yan ng 2010. Ang pangatlo po na importante dito sa Bonifacio Ridge, makikita po natin that there was a direct testimony on the part of Ayala Land na sinabi po nila na ang ipinambayad dito, hindi po ito patingi-tingi na installment. So the payments were made March of 2004 and April of 2004. Sa isang buwan po, ang naibayad ni Cristina Corona ay nagkakahalaga ng 2.4 million noong April at saka 6.9 million pagdating po ng April 2004. So in 1 month, in a span of 1 month, 2 cheque ang naibayad po ay more than 9.5 million nang galing po sa kanila. Where this came from? In 2004, it's not found in the SALN. Walang cash doon, walang pinanggagalingan. Kailan dineclare itong Bonifacio Ridge na binayaran nila ng 2 cheque lang? Dineclare lang ito 5 years after the title had transferred in their name after they're fully paid. So, malinaw po sa atin yun. Ano. Pangalawa po, yung sa Bellagio. Yung sa Bellagio po, malinaw po yun na binayaran po at in-acquire po yan ng 2009. Sinabi po nila sa kanilang answer, which we continue to suspect, that's why hindi po verify, dahil marami pong hindi truthful doon. Sabi po sa answer ni Chief Justice Corona, the property Bellagio was acquired by the Chief Justice via installment. We get the impression na nagbabayad ng 50,000 a month. Yung installment palang tinutukoy ni Chief Justice Corona ay nangyari sa 3 cheque. Isang cheque for 5 million no October 17, 2008. Isang cheque for 5 million again, April 20, 2009. At isang cheque for 4.9 million ng October of 2009. So 3 cheque lang po ang ibinayad dyan. Naging pagmamayari na po nila ang Bellagio 2009 pa lang, but you don't see it in the 2009 SALN. But you see it in the 2010 SALN along with Bonifacio Ridge. Finally, it was stated. Magkano po niya stinik? Hindi po 14.5. Dineclare lang po niya for 6.8 million. Ang Bonifacio Ridge, after 5 years na hindi dineclare under oath, dineclare lang ho ng 2010. They bought it for almost 10 million. Magkano ang amount dineclare po nila doon? 2.3 million pesos. So, these are clearly the patterns of deceit and lies as far as stating their SALNs under oath is concerned. I don't... Well, anyway.
Just may isa lang ako idadagdag. Yung important na, significant na testimony kanina, yung sa McKinley Hill. Yung McKinley Hill kasi, nasa pangalan ni Maria Charina yun. At yung McKinley Hill na yon ang nag-fill up din yan, na narinig natin, na yung reservation form pa lang, CJ Chief Justice Corona na nakalagay. At after that, yung lahat ng check, hindi ko na matandaan kung 19 or 27 checks, no? Yung 27 checks na yon, nasa pangalan yon, na nagbabayad si Chief Justice Corona at si Mrs. Cristina Corona. Nagkaroon ng deed of assignment. Nung natapos ng bayaran, yung Makili Hill, after fully paid na siya, that was sometime also, hindi ko matandaan ko na August or September of 2008. No, after fully paid na yun, nagkaroon ng deed of assignment. Yung kanina, in-exhibit namin, yung deed of assignment na yun, inassign ni Chief Justice Corona yung kanyang